And it was a pretty hard life out on the streets. You didn't know if you're going to survive the night. I'd had enough of fighting to keep myself alive.
My name's Shirley Hart and I am the founder of Hart Help the Homeless. We've been going now for 5 years. Myself and a young lady, Amy, my daughter Robbie. One Christmas we decided to do some shoe boxes. We joined a group called the Red Bag just to see how it was, how it goes. We went out with them and I came back and I thought, do you know what, I want to make this a permanent, not just a Christmas thing, a permanent. I need to help these people. Yeah. So then I decided to set up this small group. There was just the 3 of us to start with for the first couple of months, and then it began to expand. We got more volunteers coming in and donations, and that's how we got to where we are.
One day I was walking home from work. I used to work at McDonald's in town, and I saw the group out on a Saturday night, and I was just like, oh, this looks sort of interesting. I want to go and be nosy. So I went and was nosy, asked a couple of questions about what they did, and I was just like, oh, I might come out and help. It started with little things where I would bring roast chicken. Do you remember when I brought out roast chicken the first time? I would get big packs of water because my mum shopped at places where we'll get bulk stuff, so I used to bring big packs of water bottles out, and then it just went from there.
Well, being a family friend, Shirley asked me if I wanted to join on this group on the Red Bag. Mm-hmm. So I thought, I don't do nothing on a Saturday night, I only like to watch TV. So I thought, I'll give it a go. So I went round with Shirley and a daughter, and then when we come back, she asked me would I like to do it again. And I said, yeah, I would love to do it and buy things for the homeless, socks, underwear, stuff like that. And then from day one, I've been glued to the actual group.
We've got quite a big group now. Some weeks we'll just have a few volunteers come out, and then another week we could have 10, 12, even more. We've got the public are great. Yeah. They're fantastic. The donations we got, what we receive coming through. I mean, my door is knocking all the time. Bags left in my porch, clothes. I mean, I can't thank the public enough for the donations and volunteers. I've got a lovely group of volunteers.
We don't get paid for it. We don't, share. I cook off my own. I came to Shirley and I says, I'm a chef, my full-time job. I will more than happily come and cook food for the group. I don't charge any labour or anything like that. The only thing that is paid for is the ingredients. And the ingredients, I can make a pot of soup for 70 people and that only costs £18.
Yeah.
That's now I've just recently got us a sponsorship with a supermarket, and they're going to be donating food to us in order to do the hot food. So now we won't be having to pay for that now, which is another a good thing about it.
One week when we went out, it was pouring of rain. We found this man on the floor by Sainsbury's. All he had on was a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. And I felt really sorry for him, and I gave my only jacket that I had on. I gave him my only jacket, and I said to him, I have this. Apparently he said no, he didn't want it, but I said to him, look, I've got plenty at home, just take it, you need it. I can always borrow something from anyone else. So in the end, he shook my hand. When I came back, I started crying, I just couldn't stop crying.
We provide hot food, especially in our winter. Cold food, so they've got nourishment as well. We provide drinks, hot and cold drinks. We do milkshakes, our famous hot chocolate with squirt of cream and sprinkles. And then we've got, we take juices out, water, then we take toiletries, clothing, underwear, mainly socks. Underwear, sleeping bags, blankets, even dog food, because some of them have got dogs.
I met someone who was homeless who has a family, and they just didn't appreciate him enough, so they kicked him out. you know, and they've had nowhere to go. You know, he's married and he has kids, but he's not allowed back in the house. You know, he had everything one day and the next day, nothing.
I'm Jamie. I was on the streets from July till the 1st of December 2016, and it was a pretty hard life out on the streets. You didn't know if you're going to survive the night or the week. You didn't know if you were going to get your head kicked in, people urinating on you, throwing stuff in at you, looking down the noses at you. You just never knew on a daily basis what you was going to see from one day to the next. Main problems would be finding somewhere warm if it was cold and wet, getting showers, clothes, food, hot drinks. And then on a Saturday I met Shirley for the first time of the first week of me being out on the streets. I had a t-shirt, pair of shorts, socks and trainers. That's the only thing that I had. I was that cold. I turned round to Shirley and said, have you got a couple of jumpers? There was only double extra large. I said, could I have them both please? I'm that cold. And then Shirley gave me both, which meant quite a lot to me. It did actually bring me to tears that there is actually somebody out there who does care about the homeless, because a lot of the general public don't care. They think they're better than the homeless. But what I do say is, if you see someone who is out on the street, don't look down the nose at them. Sit, have a chat with them and listen to why they're actually out on the street, because everybody's got their own reasons why they're on the streets. Mine was because I'd lost my job, I turned to crime, come out of jail, thought, yeah, sweet, I'm going to get the help that I need. Didn't get it, got forced out on the streets, and then I come off the streets 1st of December 2016, and if it weren't for Have a Heart Help the Homeless, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in now. I actually go out, help on the charity events, try and do the best that I can. But other than that, you just never knew from a daily basis what you were going to face. Because the different people would look at you in different ways. Some would come up, give you hot drinks, food. Some people would take their own jumpers off the back. I've had a couple of guys where they've come up, they've gave me jumpers, t-shirts, body warmers, and that was straight off their own back. And when that actually happens, it means the world to the homeless.
Come and experience it at least once. You'll see then, if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, then it's not. I mean, we always will welcome volunteers. You can get in touch with us on our website, Have a Heart Help the Homeless, or on Facebook. Get in touch with me, Shirley, or Becky, and we can tell you where we meet. We are out every Saturday night. We only do a Saturday because there is other groups out in the week, so we chose a Saturday. And we are out at 7 o'clock. We can be out till midnight, but that does not mean that you have to stop out till midnight. You go whenever you feel free.
Come out, give it a try. A lot of people, it's genuinely not for them. As much as their kindness, is at heart. Some people just don't like coming out, and I mean, a lot of people, they'll donate stuff to us, but they won't come out with us, so they still do help. But I would say you get a really good feeling knowing that you've helped people. And if your intention is to come and help people, then I would say definitely go for it.
It does mean a lot. So if anybody who wants to go out and have a heart, I strongly recommend, please do it, because it means a lot to the homeless.